And we begin tonight with breaking developments in our politically charged investigation.
For the past 3 weeks, we've been showing you how Phoenix Police and the Maricopa County Attorney's Office charged a group of police protesters as if they were members of a gang. After our reporting, the head of the Maricopa County Attorney's Office announced those charges were dropped.
And tonight, County Attorney Allister Adel announcing an outside review will be conducted surrounding her own office's handling of this investigation, saying in a statement they could have done better. This major development coming just hours after we reached out with new questions, adding to a list she still won't answer in an interview, refusing to speak on camera with ABC 15. But what she said to other media outlets now raising even more questions. Here's investigator Dave Biskobing breaking down what she said to them and how it compares with what police said the night of those arrests.
I know it's cliche, but it's accurate here. What did Allister Adel know, and when did she know it? In a statement last week, the county attorney says the case wasn't properly vetted by leadership, and she distanced herself from the gang charges. But these gang charges didn't happen in a vacuum. We have proof showing there was coordination between MCAO and Phoenix Police in this case. So in addition to the news interviews, this is a story about two timelines. First, we're going to show you a timeline of the arrest that night. And then second, a timeline surrounding Allister Adel and her brain surgery.
For almost 4 months, Phoenix Police and the Maricopa County Attorney's Office claimed this group of protesters was a criminal street gang. And this is the moment officers moved in to arrest them. It's 8:35 p.m. Just 26 minutes later, before the group is officially booked or charged, police radio traffic captures this at 9:01 p.m.
I got some specific instructions for you from April Sponsel at the County Attorney's Office. So let's just make sure we touch base once we're inside. Yeah, we'll talk when we get into the briefing room.
April Sponsel is a veteran prosecutor in the First Responders Bureau. It's a special unit created by Allister Adel to prosecute crimes against first responders. It's the unit that's handling all major protest cases in 2020. And Sponsel is an award-winning prosecutor. She previously worked in the gang unit. She also set up and runs an MCAO program to train police how to testify. Then 11 p.m. that night, there's more radio traffic.
All right, everybody doing a booking. We just reconsulted with the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. Everyone needs to add 1 count of riot.
Phoenix police were ready for this protest. It was announced in a flyer on social media. Officers had a briefing hours before it happened. Records show they created their police report for the incident 8 hours before the arrest at 12:29 p.m.
So again, this wasn't just some junior deputy county attorney. She was handpicked in the county attorney's new special unit. So let's get into the timeline with Allister Adel, the charges, and her brain injury.
We requested an interview with the county attorney on Thursday. The next day, Adel set up and sat down with 12 News and AZ Family. We'll break down the 12 News interview. It was more specific.
Were you involved in the original charging decisions in those cases?
Not exactly. So one of it has to do with timing. As you know, it was late October, early November that I was going through some of the physical ailments. And I knew that these cases were coming, and I had a snippet of information.
Here's the timeline about the case and Adel's brain surgery. October 17th, the group is arrested. On October 25th, Adel trips and hits her head. Her office says she's still able to work and was working. October 27th, the case is sent to the grand jury. October 30th, ABC 15 reports the gang charges for the first time. November 3rd, election night, Adel's hospitalized and undergoes surgery to stop a brain bleed. Now, Phoenix Police and the Maricopa County Attorney's Office labeled the group a gang called ACAB because they chanted, "All cops are bastards," wore mostly black, and carried umbrellas. To the grand jury, they compared them to the Bloods, Crips, and Hells Angels. Now, to add to the timeline, Adel told 12 News and AZ Family she began returning to work in a partial escalating capacity back in late November. February 4th, we launched Politically Charged. On February 12th, the county attorney dismissed the cases in a late-night announcement. Then February 15th, Adel releases a statement saying the case wasn't properly reviewed by a team of seasoned prosecutors before the gang charges were sought.
Once I came back, I made sure that we set a meeting so that I got a full briefing on all the evidence that came in. And that's when I made those decisions. I made my decision that at this time we needed to take a closer look at those cases, and some of them we can't move forward with ethically or legally.
Now, we're still investigating to what degree the county attorney was specifically informed about the gang charges and when. These interviews still don't answer all of those questions, so we've reached out for our own interview Again, I'm investigator Dave Biscobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
Even though Adel sat down for 2 interviews this weekend, just seconds after announcing the outside investigation, her spokesperson, Jennifer Lewer, wrote Dave an email saying Adel would not do an interview with him until this just announced investigation is over. ABC 15's commitment is to hold our leaders accountable, and we plan to interview the county attorney at her next public appearance.